Welcome to Skinny TV on YouTube once again. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 1. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 1. Thomas Partey, in fact, the player with the highest rating in this particular fixture in the EPL on match day 2. Partey was super, even though he played as right back, but he performed really well for Arsenal. We will talk about him. Jordan Ayew today, at least he should have scored a goal, He also performed really well, tormenting Arsenal to the extent that Arsenal even got a record, through his tormenting. We will talk on him. NUAMAH appeared to join Olympic Lyon. Right now, I can confirm for you, everything is done. This is a record that the player has set in Denmark. We will talk about that. And also Kudus Mohammed. What is the situation right now? Kudus to West Ham. West Ham, they were preparing a second bid, but right now, a latest update has come. What is it? We will talk on that as well in this video. Before we delve into the details, anytime you join us, please consider liking the video for us. Like us. After that, if you are new, you subscribe to the channel, put us on post notifications so that anytime we drop a video, you'll be the first person to get and also enjoy. If you're on Facebook, like, follow us, and share for others to also enjoy. I'll give a shout out in this video, so anytime you join in, please try and leave a comment in the comment box so that I'll give a shout out in our subsequent videos. Now, let's begin from here. Before we talk about today's game, let's begin from NUAMAH appear. Yesterday, I brought you an update that almost everything was done. The only thing left was agreement between the player and also Olympic Lyon for the player to join them. And now everything is set. Today, all reports are indicating that the player is joining Olympic Lyon for a fee of 23 million euros. Yes, with add-ons and everything, it can move up to 30 million euros. This is the highest ever amount that a player is sold in the Danish Super League. So this is a record for him in there. The last time the record was for a Ghanaian player was Kudus Situation when he was signed by Stade Rennais. It was 17 million, and right now this boy is going for 23 million. It will climb up to 30 million per add-ons and everything. I've told you this is going to be a loan move of 1 year with obligation to buy. So exactly after 1 year, then they will actually buy the player, and that is it for you. So he will travel to the club tomorrow. As of the time speaking, tomorrow, Tuesday, he will join them. As I told you yesterday, that if everything goes in place, then tomorrow he will go and join Olympic Lyon, his new club, and that will be that. He will go for his medicals and everything. Fortunately, the player will pass because he had been playing already. Everything is good with him. So yes, that is it. So let's move on and talk about Kudus Mohammed to join one of the big clubs. Right now Chelsea fans are calling for Kudus Mohammed because Chelsea, after Kani Chukwuemeka hurt yesterday, right now Chelsea, we have a lot of injury concerns. If I say we have, I'm a Chelsea fan, So Chelsea fans are calling for Mohamed Kudus. But West Ham, they are the team that is very close in signing Kudus. They have agreed personal terms, everything with Mohamed Kudus, but they are now struggling in reaching agreement with Ayew. Ayew is now calling for 51.5 million euros for the player. Meanwhile, West Ham is also around 45 to thereabouts. So yes, they are now trying to reach agreement. That is the only difference between West Ham and Kudus. That is the only thing. The club or two clubs are now trying to reach agreement, and some are even saying that it might be difficult for West Ham to reach agreement, so they might actually call off their their deal. But we'll be following and bring you up to speed updates. So yes, those who are asking me of Kudus Mohammed, right now the two clubs, they are yet to reach agreements on the amount for Mohamed Kudus. Yes, they are demanding more, as they said that if that 2-day ultimatum for Kudus pass, they will demand more. Right now they are demanding more, and West Ham is really sweating over the amount. I'll bring you more updates on this channel. Now, let's talk about today. It was Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park versus Arsenal in the EPL game, match day 2, Monday Night Football. It was really interesting. We had Jordan Ayew featuring for Crystal Palace. We also have Jeffrey Shaw. He's also a Ghanaian though, but he has not been playing the Black Stars of Ghana's team for years now. Then we also have, Thomas Partey starting for Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah can also switch nationality to Ghana because the coach has said that he will be following and bring us the player if all things goes well. So let's talk about Partey, then Jordan Ayew, since they will definitely play in the Ghana versus Central African Republic game. Yes, Partey today, he started and completed 90 minutes of football as Arsenal won by a goal to nil. Arsenal got a penalty through Eddie Nketiah. He really did very well, taking the ball before the goalkeeper dived in. Johnson and you know that was a good penalty for Arsenal. Martin Odegaard stepped up and scored for Arsenal, and that was it. Arsenal got a red card when Takahiro Tomiyasu actually fouled Jordan Ayew, and Jordan, we really tormented the guy, you know. Yes. So Partey, after 90 minutes of football, he made one clearance in the game. He also made interceptions, tacklings of 3. He actually did very well, getting some number of good passes for himself. Partey got 72 touches and also passed 49 times. The passing accuracy was 86%. He gave 1 key pass in the game, 2 crosses. All the crosses were completed. He sent 6 long balls, 4 were accurate. Ground balls, he went in for 6 and 1 all the straight. 6 ground balls, that means 100%. 6 ground balls, 6-1. Fantastic for Thomas Partey. Aerial duels, he went in for 1 and 1. Its possession loss were only 9 in 90 minutes. He was also fouled twice. He played 1 shot which was off target. Then he also played 1 shot which was also on off target, then on target. Yes, dribble attempts were 1 of which it was also successful. So Partey today, he did really great, getting a rating of 7.9, the highest on Arsenal as well as Crystal Palace players this particular game. Now, Jordan Ayew also started and completed 90 minutes of football, even though he got a yellow card in the first half, but he did really well to keep that yellow card until 90 minutes. He got a rating of 6.9, one of the best from Crystal Palace players. And he also had 37 touches in the game. He gave 16 passes. The passing accuracy is 88.9, almost 89. You know, key passes was 1 for him in the game. He attempted 3 crosses, none was successful. 1 shot off target, no shot on target in the game. Though he blocked 2 shots, he also attempted 1 dribbling, which wasn't successful. Ground duels, he went in for 11 and won 6 out of them. Aerial duels, he went in for 3 and lost all. Possession loss were 8. He made 3 fouls. He was fouled 4 times, 1 clearance in a game, 2 tackles, and that is that. So for him, they have really been fouling him a lot in the game today. 4 fouls that he drew for Crystal Palace, but they did everything they could. In fact, for about 20 minutes, the last 20 minutes, from 70th minute to 90th minute, Arsenal were defending for their lives. You know, they did very well to make sure they get 6 points out of 2 games. Arsenal is not really impressive this particular season. They are not really impressive as we were thinking. You know, first game they won 2-1 against Nottingham Forest, but they really suffered in the last minutes, and today too as well. But let's wait and see how things will pan out. Let me say shout out to these amazing guys before I take leave of you. Shout out going out to Kwame Edujemfi. You are doing great. Swansea Koje is also here. Thank you. Nathan Ade is also here. Adis, okay, Krans, you are also here. Desmond Ajobu is here. Moses Abare is also here. Azuma Obe, thank you. Fancy Zira, you are here. Then I have Yusa BO3DM. Thank you for being here. Ernest Ametefi is also here. Thank you so much. Bame Solomon Introstep is here. Thomas Afrasekwesi, thank you for being here, Thomas. Nathaniel Guda is also here. Godsway Ezekiel is also here. Then I also have Pastor Thomas. Thank you, Pastor. I also have JKQ 2006. Thank you, JKQ. Captain Rich is also here. Then I have Christ. Christ Message TV. Christ Message TV. Thank you. Baba Ojaki is also here. Ino Abdul, you are also here. I know Rufai Abdullah will also come and comment, and the other fantastic guys. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment box. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, put on the bell for more updates on this channel. This is Kenny TV, and of course, we shall meet later.